Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Amit Pathak, your friendly NLP coach. Yesterday, I met a promising badminton player who was sad after losing a game. He said his old racket didn't have the power to hit the hard smashes and that let him down. One of my friends regrets that his business couldn't grow because his family always discouraged him and made him fearful of taking risks. Children often accuse their parents of not giving them the start that could have made their life better. You see, friends, humans by nature have a tendency to blame other people or circumstances for negative outcomes in their life. All of us are victims of this behavior. Whenever something unpleasant occurs to us, we find someone or something responsible for it. Our friends, teachers, colleagues, bosses, spouse, the taxi driver, the traffic, the weather, and the list goes on. You see, when we blame someone or something for our mishaps, we are essentially offloading the burden of responsibility on that person or thing for causing that outcome. Basically, we cheat ourselves that this is not our fault and escape the associated guilt. On the other hand, motivational experts often advise us to own our failures. But that requires strong self-confidence and courage. Sometimes, for some people, this sense of ownership for their failures could eventually lead to depression or self-doubt as well. So now we are in a situation where facing the difficult task may trigger a fear of failure, and owning the outcomes or blaming others for those failures questions our self-confidence and resilience. So what do we do? Could there be a way to own the outcomes of our actions, especially during the setbacks and failures, and yet feel energized, hopeful, and motivated at the same time? How can we use this quality of blaming or offloading our setbacks on someone else in such a way that it keeps us motivated and energized? Friends, there is an easy way to use this quality of blaming or offloading our setbacks on someone else by finding a partner we can fully and totally trust beyond our doubt. Mostly an imaginary partner. So I want you to try this out. Next time you start your day, go for an interview, face an exam, or take up any task, transfer that responsibility of outcome on someone imaginary you absolutely and totally trust before that task is started. Make sure it is not a person who is living or personally known to you. Keep it an imaginary force. For example, those who believe in God or the universe or a guru, why not leave the outcome to them and tell them whatever outcome happens is being created by you. You are making the things happen in a way that is going to be good for me. So it's your decision I am acting on. I am putting in my best effort, but you decide the outcome. I know, the spiritual people here will jump to say, I already know and I do this. But how is this useful from a psychology standpoint? You see, the idea of believing in an external force collaborating with you creates a mental dissociation between you, the person putting in the efforts, and your partner who is responsible for those outcomes. Imagine collaborating with your best friend who is equally involved in that journey with you. It makes you feel supported, comforted, and valued. Dissociation dilutes the emotional connect between you and the outcome to the extent that you feel passionate enough to put in your best but you also share the burden of the outcome or failure or contribution for the success with the other entity. If the outcome is negative, dissociation blows away the guilt and builds resilience. And since this entity is whom you fully trust, it stops you from feeling guilty or fearful. Instead, you feel hopeful that this force you trust has better plans for you, and this negative outcome is just a milestone in that journey. More importantly, friends, if the outcome is good, then too you may be saved from the temptation of letting that success get into your head. After all, a divine force supported your hard work and the wonderful success that you got. It keeps you grounded and more committed. So, if you have a habit of blaming, then here is your chance to make that work for you. Starting today, find a force you totally trust to collaborate with you in your efforts to achieve whatever you seek. Each morning as you start your day, take some time to sit quietly and communicate with this divine force what you wish to achieve with the intention to seek advice and guidance. And most importantly, dissociate yourself from the outcome and give that responsibility to that force. May the force be with you. And hey, if you like this video, please comment, tag, and share it with someone who needs this little bit of guidance to get back their confidence. Do something good today. This is Amit Pathak, your friendly NLP coach. See you again in the next video.